فاصبر صبرا جميلا.
The Quran is supposed to be the thing that makes you cry the most. It's supposed to. Today, we hear the Quran, maybe the entire Quran, we don't cry. As soon as the Imam makes dua in Ramadan, it's a funeral. Everybody's crying. We don't even know what the Shaykh is saying, aslan. We don't even know what he's saying. But it's an indication that the heart is not in the right place. Because that's the speech of a human being, no matter who he is. Inshallah, the Imam of the Haram, times 6. He's a human being. He could even make a mistake in the dua. He could say something that doesn't befit the majesty of Allah. If anything deserves a tear to be shed, it's the speech of Allah. Our problem is we don't know what we don't know the speech of Allah. Therefore, we have this disconnect. There's this disconnect. And it's about time, if you've been living as a Muslim for, 10, 15, 20, 30 years, it's about time that you invest some time into learning the language of the Quran. We've learned plenty of English, mashallah, Shakespeare's all over the place. Some people speak French, some people speak Italian, some people speak Spanish, some people speak Urdu and Hindi and madri ish, 15 languages, but the Arabic somehow didn't make the cut. Wallahi, the Arabic is better and more important than all of them. Not because of Arabs, forget about the Arabs. Because it is the language of the speech of Rabbul Alameen. And if you ever want to connect with the deen of Islam on a level above the superficial basic level, there is no way you could do it with the Arabic language. No matter who speaks to you in a language that you understand, wallahi, you will always be behind. There will always be a gap. Because you need to hear it from the source. You need the heart to be impacted from the source. Translations don't do the job. Get the scariest ayah. لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله. As soon as you translate it to English, it becomes عادي. It's not the same. You cannot translate what this ayah says. You can translate the meaning and you will miss out on 80% of the message. If we were to send down this Quran upon a mountain, you will see it in a state of humiliation. Khushu' is when you're in a state of humiliation, you're weak and you're shivering and you're trembling and you're falling apart from the fear of Allah. This is the condition of a mountain. A mountain made of rocks, no heart, no ear, no eye, no senses. But the speech of Allah will do this to the mountain. And as Allah described some of the humans, their heart is ashaddu qaswa. It's even harder than the hajar and then the hijara and the rock. Even harder than the rock. That's why the mountain is affected and we're not affected. Why? Because the Arabic language did not make it to the cut. No institutes, there are institutes. No time, wallahi there's time. Ya Rajul, 24 hours a day. The day is a long time. If you were a koala bear and you slept 23 hours, you would still have an hour to get things done. But nobody's a koala bear, alhamdulillah. What's the maximum you need to sleep? 8 hours? 10 hours? Let's say some people need 10 hours. Even though 10 hours is, in my humble opinion, too much. Shaykh bin Baz rahimahullah used to sleep 4 hours a day. You want to make it 8 hours according to some doctors. This is the recommended number of hours by the doctors for your health and for your growth, so you can grow a couple of inches taller and so your muscles can grow and all that, for muscle recovery. They have all kinds of scientific analysis on why 8 hours is the ideal time. Tayyib, fine. 8 hours that actually don't belong. If you study 2 of these 6 hours and you ate the other 4, mashallah, tabarakallah. Some brothers eat for 4 hours a day. It begins the dhuhr, ends just before Maghrib. You have 2 hours every single day to study. You know who's telling you don't? The shaitan. You're a busy man. Wife, kids, responsibilities, it's all about time management. It's about time management. It's about being dedicated. You know what? I'm going to get this done. And those 2 hours every single day, no one is touching. Until I understand the language of the Book of Allah. You put for yourself a target. You die before you reach it. Allah will give you the reward of everything that you were seeking because of your intention and you just started the journey, even if you were on day one. But these are the things that we need to think about, as opposed to being preoccupied with other things.